Welcome to another episode of Professional Couch Coaches with Doc and Mike. It is your girl, Doc, here with my brother from another mother, Mike. How are you feeling tonight, Mike? We are in our Thursday night routine. I'm sure you have the NFL playing in the background,
Of
and we
course.
are we are recording. So how you
Yeah.
feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So first off, before we start, like Mike always say, like, follow, subscribe, comment. We appreciate the love we've been getting, and we're gonna keep putting out episodes. So, Couchers, continue to do what you've been doing. So,
Yes. Yes.
yeah. So, you ready to jump into the show for
Yeah.
so tonight's episode will feature, we're going to talk about Zion Williamson has made a little transition in his life. That sounds weird when you say transition now.
Now, yeah.
But
Let's
like
rephrase that.
but like 7 years ago, if I said somebody had made a transition, what
You would have thought
what
of anything else other than a sex change.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But Zion has made a transition. Zion has transformed. Zion
It's getting worse.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about Zion Williamson. Our week 3 picks. I am going to go on a rant, and I'm warning you now because
Okay.
I got some stuff to get off my chest about my raggedy ass Ravens. That's what I'm
Okay.
going to refer to them as for the
That's how
rest of
you
the
go.
season.
That's how you talking about Lamar.
No, Lamar's not a Raven. Lamar
He
is just
is a
Lamar.
Raven.
He's no, he's separate. He's like an entity,
No, he's a
He's
Raven.
separate from the company.
Nah.
Um gonna also talk about how our WNBA brackets are looking and some other NFL news or whatever has popped up recently. You ready to go, my mans?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
All right, let's get into Zion. Look at that. That man looks skinny. Get him. Okay, we got a picture of Zion up. They actually had media day yesterday for the NBA. So a bunch of players, have come in and they're doing photos and all this stuff. Zion actually had a press conference, and the one thing that people noticed was that his physique looks a little different. He
Mm-hmm.
actually looks
Like
lean,
an NBA player
yes, and not a
ins-
football player.
instead
Yeah.
of a tight end.
Yes. So he has lost some weight. Um, and honestly, coming out of college, that's the one thing I thought was his knock.
Mm-hmm.
Look, as the president of the Chubby Society, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will never shame anyone because of their weight.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do know that once you gain weight, it mobility changes,
Yeah.
and you can't do things that you probably would want to do if you were a little smaller. um
Mhm.
and and sometimes people are just like chubby and they're in shape, and that's
Yeah.
cool too.
Yeah.
But um I did think that was one of the knocks that I had. Why I didn't think he would do well in the NBA is because he was 18 and he hadn't even got into his grown man body, and
He
he
was
was
just
already
wide.
like, yeah, he was already big.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be a deterrent to his playing and his health and all of that stuff. And I mean, it was.
Mhm.
So, what do you think about this transformation?
Hey man, I think this is gonna help him a lot. I mean, he was a good player. He did really good last year. Um, even with the minute restriction that he was on just from coming back from injury. I think he finally realized that he needed to um just tone up. I'm not gonna say slim down or whatever, people want to refer to it as. Just tone up and get a little bit more healthier, and so that way, his endurance can be a little bit longer, and he's already explosive. So I'm sure this is gonna definitely help him be, even more explosive. as far as his jumping abilities, and you know, so I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good look. I think what it signifies to me is that he's at this point where he wants to take his career serious, to help himself.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing if you can play at a certain weight and it doesn't affect your ability, but it's
Hmm.
another thing if you can't play at a certain weight because it's affecting you doing your job.
Yeah.
So, I'm interested to see what a lean Zion does with the Pelicans. So,
Yeah.
should be pretty interesting. So,
Yeah.
um and I mean, I don't know if anybody's really jockeying for the Pelicans, but you know, I mean, are you?
It may
Do
be.
you care about the
Uh,
Pelicans?
no, no.
Okay, well, hey,
Yeah,
I'm gonna put.
I'm not a big
I'm gonna go ahead.
Pelican fan. I'm not a big Pelican
Oh,
fan.
so for our audio only listeners, I put an image up, and I did not discuss this image with Mike before I put the image up because I want him to look at it and tell me what do these six teams. Can you count? Can you see which six teams are actually present on here?
I can
Can you?
see. I can make out the Giants, Jets, the
Mm-hmm.
Saints,
Mm-hmm.
the Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Titans in the bottom left,
That
and
is.
the Dolphins?
Yes. So those are six teams. What do all six of those teams in the NFL have in common, Mike?
I'm gonna just assume they haven't won a game.
They have not won a game all season.
Yeah,
So these are the six winless teams as we're 3 weeks into the season. Week 4 started tonight. Um, one of the things I wanted to highlight to you, one of our playoff picks to win the division is actually in this picture.
the Texans.
Correct.
Hmm.
Where we're only 3 weeks in.
Hmm.
Um, what do you think realistically for these teams? It's only 3 weeks. Anything
Yeah.
can happen.
Hmm.
Anything can happen. What do you think is like the ceiling for these six teams?
Okay. Giants. 6 wins. The
Okay.
Jets. Um, maybe 6 to 7 wins as well. The Saints maybe like 5 to 6 wins.
I don't think the Saints gonna win any games. They look
Uh,
bad.
they do. Okay, 4 wins. Four to
Okay,
five
let's give
wins.
them
I give
four.
them
I
four.
like them. Okay, okay.
The Texans, I still think maybe 9.
Oh,
Just
okay.
just off the strength of their defense. Maybe CJ might figure it out, but
Mm-hmm.
their defense is not the reason they're losing these games.
It is not.
It's the terrible play from the offense. It's just bad all around right now. I thought the
Yes.
Steelers offense was bad. This is bad.
Hmm.
The Titans, this is expected. These
Yeah.
It's a rookie quarterback. Two
Right.
wins.
Yeah.
Um the Dolphins. Man, this is disappointing. This- I'm not even a Dolphin fan, man, but this is bad. This is like a bonfire just going off, man. They should just go ahead and just start trading people.
Who should they trade?
I mean, Tyreek Hill. Um,
Throw an interception,
I'm
and he needs
I'm
53
not
million.
sure. Yeah, that's
Hold hold on. So you said they should start trading people, right?
mm-hmm,
The Dolphins should. I got something I want to play for you. And I
mm-hmm.
don't know if you heard this. Um, but let me set the scene for the
Okay,
Dolphins. Probably a week and a half ago, after a loss, Tua said, "Hey," in his press conference, he said, "Look, I want to see if people how the guys respond. I want to see if they come in there and they have, they watching film and they're prepared for the next week and they move forward from the loss. I want to see how guys respond." That is what Tua said. right?
Uh-huh.
Our great friend, because we know him, Cam Newton, said after he heard Tua say this, he's like, you're part of the problem. How can
I'll
you say you want your teammates to respond in a certain way, and you're supposed to be the quarterback and the leader of the team, and you're kind of putting it on like on them when
mm-hmm.
you are a part of the issue.
Yeah.
You're
I was
not
about to say the
winning.
same thing.
You're not winning. You have a part in the team being winless.
Right.
Is basically what Cam said.
Yes.
So today, Tua made headlines. And for
Mm-hmm.
our audio only listeners, there's a quote, and I'm going to play the full audio of what Tua said. He had an exchange with a reporter. Um, and then, Mike, I want you to tell me, because I'm going to tell you,
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to play the audio, and then you react to what you hear from Tua, okay?
Okay.
And 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 then go from there, okay? Now, Tua talks kind of low. So if I have to reiterate what he said, I will later, but just listen to this.
Anybody say throw an interception and he makes 53 million. You know what I mean? Because they do. They always say that. I heard Cam Newton say it the other day.
Well, anybody can play quarterback in this league. Then I mean, I want to see anybody on the streets come and play quarterback. I mean, Cam's doing his thing for sure, but I think it's easier to be able to hold a clicker and talk about it that way, or talk about what someone else is doing wrong when you're not going out and having to do the same as them, right? So I think it's easy to do that. I think anybody can do that. I don't think anybody can play quarterback. So
So did you hear Tua clear, Mike?
I could hear him. I am confused though.
Oh, okay.
Break it down for me.
Okay. So the reporter said, "What do you say to people who say, well, you're making $53 million and you're throwing interceptions? What do you say to those people?" And that was his response. So the quote that is up on the screen for our audio only listeners, it says, "I want to see somebody on the street come play quarterback. It's easy. It's easier to be able to hold a clicker and talk about it than to actually play quarterback."
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reporter mentioned that Cam Newton did say something about Tua, but Cam basically said what I said, um, right, quoting him, wherein he felt like Tua plays a role in why the team is not doing well.
Right.
So, what are your thoughts?
No, I agree with Cam Newton. I mean, because that game against Buffalo, he definitely threw the game sealing pick. Um, he hasn't looked as accurate and um as accurate and when he has the ability to be able to what is it when you kind of see it before it happens, as far as like his innate ability to be able to just throw it in the window before his anticipation. So his accuracy and anticipation is what he was, known for, and what his call to, as far as his abilities, was far and above most others, is what gave him, his quarterback, prowess as far as his abilities. It's not been like that this year. So, then that makes him average because he don't have any other great abilities. He doesn't have like a cannon for an arm. He's not really that mobile. He's not big. He's very prone to injury. So, you know, when his two things that he, seem to be head and shoulders above a lot of other quarterbacks, and that makes him a great quarterback. When those two things are, not clicking for him, then I mean, it just makes him average. He's a good
So,
backup.
Well, except for he's making $53 million.
Yeah.
So one of the things he made a statement like, it's easy to say, I want to see somebody on the street come play quarterback, but people are referencing to the part that, you know, the reporter mentioned Cam Newton by name. And
Hmm.
Cam Newton's not a couch coacher, right?
No, not at
Um,
all.
so he's played the game at a high level, and
Very high level.
he's just speaking to what he sees.
Right.
Um, and this was Tua's response. So a lot of people are feeling like, I don't know what Tua could have said in this case that would have been helpful or justified or made people believe, he's taking it seriously. But they didn't really like his response to the fact that I think they want him to take more ownership.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
in the losses, in how things are playing out, in what he's doing. Like if you lose the game, then you lose the game. If you are
right.
not playing up to par, I can't ask something of you and I'm not even doing my part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, but I don't see nothing wrong with what he's saying though, if that makes
mhm.
sense. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I just see the flaws in what he and his abilities right now. Well, I'm not going to even say he doesn't have the ability to do it anymore. It's just not clicking right now.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Well, speaking of not the ability to do it anymore, um our good buddy, our pal, your
yeah.
favorite ex-Stiller was just benched for a rookie, Jaxson Dart. Um, and for audio only, I have a picture of Jaxson Dart here. Jaxson Dart was drafted this past summer by the New York Giants. And something that the Giants have been doing, and teams do this all the time, and
Hmm.
I think it's the ultimate setup. They'll create packages and they'll have a rookie or somebody that, maybe is inexperienced or just sitting on the bench, and they'll have Russell was playing a couple drives, and then they'll just call Jaxson Dart in to run a play. Do
Yeah.
a, then he'll come out, and then Russell will continue in the game. So what started happening was when Jaxson Dart would come in, the fans would cheer. Like they're hooting and hollering. They
Right.
are excited.
Hooting and hollering.
Yeah. Even booing Russell when he decides to come back in and all he's doing is running on the field.
Yep.
They're, I told you, fans crazy. Um, so from that, now they have decided to give Jaxson Dart a starting job.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts on Jaxson Dart becoming the starting QB for the Giants?
It's time.
Oh,
It's time. Turn the keys over. It's time. Did you see any like highlights from the last game that they played? I can't even remember who they was. Were they playing the Chiefs? Yes. It
yes,
was a Sunday night game. Did you see any of the highlights of that last drive?
yes.
You did. Did you
I
see
watched the game.
you see how many times Russell threw it out of bounds? Didn't even give his he threw it in the tunnel and got a intentional grounding call on first
Mm-hmm.
down. Second down, he threw it out of bounds. Third
Mm-hmm.
down, he threw it at out the back of the end zone. Fourth
Mm-hmm.
down now, you got to at least
Yeah.
throw it in the end zone to give somebody a chance.
What he
What
do?
your favorite quarterback do?
What my favorite quarterback do?
Throw it out of bounds.
Well, he didn't have nobody was open.
Well, it's fourth down. I don't care if nobody's open or not. What are you trying not to throw a pick? It's the game is over. You have to at
I
least
mean,
throw it at somebody. Give somebody a chance. Even if they pick it off, it don't matter. So what's the difference? If they pick it off, the game over. If you throw it out of bounds, the game over. What's the difference?
Russell's a careful quarterback, okay?
That's
He
dumb. That's not careful. That's dumb.
Do you think Jaxson Dart is ready for
Regardless of whether he's ready or not, it's time to go on and turn. If Jaxson Dart go out there and he throws 15 interceptions,
Mhm.
he got to learn.
Okay.
It's time. Go on and hand the keys over.
It's only week 4.
But man, go on. Yeah, Russ ain't. They 0-3.
They are. They're on that list.
They 0-3. Like it's time. Like it ain't like they 2-1 or they 1-2 and they barely lost the game, or like the only loss was against the Dallas game where they, Russ put up 400 yards. That last game looked bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bad. I mean, Russ was throwing picks still. He just threw one ball up. I mean, it was just like, who are you throwing this to? Like in the middle of the field. The safety was back there, fair catching the ball, like he was catching a punt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looked bad. So, I mean, what else we got to lose?
Is it the Giants or is it Russell?
Man, what has Russ done since he left Seattle?
Define done.
What has?
I'm just saying.
What?
I'm trying to help him out.
What? He got benched in Denver.
He did
for a rookie. Then they shipped him off. Then they cut him. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
And then he come to Pittsburgh, gets another chance. He should have never even got that chance in the first place because Justin Fields was 4-2. I mean, come on now.
Why do you think they gave him a chance? Going back to last year.
Because Mike Tomlin is stubborn. And Mike Tomlin told him that you was going to be the starting quarterback. So he a man of his word. So he gave him a chance to be the starting quarterback. But then when he lost 3 in a row, you should have gone here. Hey, Russ, thank you for your services. But at least Justin can get out the pocket.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's time. Go on and let Jaxson play. How you feel about Jaxson?
What I've seen, well, when they run the little gadget plays, they never really let him throw. But he's big and he's quick. He's very mobile.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I actually agree with you. What's the worst that could happen? You're 0-6. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't. What's the worst that can happen? I don't think, if you win a game or 2, then awesome,
Right. Did you see any of his preseason games?
Yes.
When he was throwing the ball, he can throw.
Yeah.
He can throw. What did I say at the beginning of the season
about Russell?
Jaxson Dart and Russell.
That he was going to be the first one.
That he should have started the season off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Russell. Just people would just let it go, Russ. I mean, like you can be it's time to be a backup, man. You can come in and be serviceable. Like Russ can get you out of a stadium. Like if your starting quarterback get hurt, you're not feeling like, oh man, like we got Kenny Pickett. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go 1 or 2 games with Russ. To say that Russ gonna carry you for a whole season though, that he ain't that same Russ no more.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think he should pack it up or just be a backup?
Just be a backup, man. He making good money. Just be a backup. You done made money. You done got contracts. You got you a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did he win 1 or 2?
1.
He went
Maybe
twice.
He threw he threw the interception at the goal line.
They should have ran the ball. Yeah. So he got you a Super Bowl ring. Like, man, you good. Like, I know the competitor
Well,
in you don't want to be a backup, but hey, man,
yeah,
I get
yeah.
it.
Well, so uh because they have lost again, Russell is out and Dart is in. It was so I guess that can lead us to our how we're doing with our weekly pick'ems.
Oh,
Um yeah. Oh, let me go
oh,
back.
what's that score?
Can you see?
Oh,
All right. Okay, guys. After 3 weeks, I'm still in the
mm-hmm.
lead. Uh Mike has 13 points, 13 correctly picked games and or money lines. I have 16 correctly picked games or picked the score or whatever correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Um Last week, my Ravens disappointed me. That cost me some points.
Me
I
too.
made some gambles. I took some gambles on some teams. Like I picked the Giants to beat the Chiefs. And I think
You
you
were
laughed when you
you were
saw
drunk.
it.
Yeah, you were drunk.
Yep, yep. I was a little tipsy, so I
And
just
you don't
sometimes I
even
like to
drink.
throw stuff out there.
You don't
I
even
just
drink,
like to
and you
throw
made a
stuff out there.
very drunk decision.
Yeah. So, I just like to see because I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs are really good this year. So I was just guessing, pretty much,
And
just
you thought
guessing.
Russell was going to be the answer.
Hey man, Russell's the truth. You ain't giving Russ enough credit.
I've
You
seen
really
Russell
not.
play for a full year.
Mm-hmm.
I watched
Yep.
every game he played.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, mm-mm,
Uh, okay, you
nope.
cool on that?
Yeah.
Um, so our picks for week 4. All right. You ready, Mike?
Yeah. Where we at?
Okay. Can you see this?
Nope.
I don't know what the hell you be looking at.
The screen.
You
There
s-
we go. Yeah.
okay? All right. So Seahawks versus the Cardinals. They're actually playing right now. I'm going to tell
Mm-hmm.
you the score. Are you? Well, you watching the game?
Yeah. 17-6.
It's 17-6. Yep, 17-6 Seahawks. And this game is moving kind of quickly. So they are in the third quarter. It's almost about to be the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Um and we both picked the Seahawks to win, and I don't think there was any doubt. I don't know how the Cardinals have won 2 games because they haven't looked good.
Well, they played the Panthers one game, and I don't know who they
Oh,
played their first game. Might have been the Saints.
oh, well, that would explain it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Second game, we have the Vikings and Steelers. Let's talk about the Steelers. Last week, who did y'all play?
Seahawks.
Yeah, and y'all lost.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have the Seahawks defense on my fantasy team,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they put up like 15 points.
Probably from that touchdown
They score.
rookie kicker let bounce over his head.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So the Seahawks defense has been doing well. What are your thoughts on how y'all played last week?
Um, Still couldn't run the ball. Um, I think the defense you talk about against Seattle because last week we played the Patriots,
Oh,
but the
y'all
game
won
again,
last week.
yeah, we won last week.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you think that went then?
Um, Against the Patriots, the running game was a little bit better. Offensive
Mhm.
line still, Pat Meyer has to go. He has to go. The offensive line still is a work in progress. I'll just say that. Um, the defense showed up. Defense played better against the run. Um, they got caused 5 turnovers. I don't see them doing that every game, but hopefully this is a trend in the positive as far as just playing better defense, just making it hard for teams to at least move the ball. But the
Right.
offense has to do, you know, has to do better. You get 5 turnovers, we need more points off of those turnovers.
Do you see any difference between the offense last year and the offense this year?
Mm, the offense last year could run the ball a little bit better, but not really. As far as passing, I think we had, yeah. I was just say it's probably about the same as far as the quarterback play. You could tell is better, but the O line just is it's not the same.
Yeah.
So the O line got to be better. And I think Aaron Rodgers is just tired of getting hit right already, and
Yeah.
and so he just making some bad decisions right now. But once they clean all that up, but we'll see. Speaking of going into this Vikings game, I'm gonna pick the Steelers, of course,
Hmm.
but
But
uh, I like Kevin O'Connell. I always say that,
hmm.
and I like Brian Flores. Um, I think this is one of those games that the Steelers get outcoached.
Hmm.
I think this is
Interesting.
one of those games. Can they still win the game? Yes,
Okay.
but I think it's going to be tough, even with Carson Wentz playing quarterback. And not to say he's not a bad quarter. I mean, not a good quarterback. I mean, he's still serviceable, but um, I just, yeah, I see this being a difficult one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um, I picked the Vikings only because I told you. I think your defense is good. I'm not sold on your offense, and that's where I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know. I don't. It depends on the opponent. If it would have been somebody else, I might have chose the Steelers, but I think the Vikings might be all right. So just all right.
yeah,
We'll see. We'll see.
yeah,
Um, we'll see how it plans out. But I'm gonna roll with the Vikings in this one. Next, we have up the Eagles and Buccaneers. You chose the Bucks. I'm gonna ride with Eagles. It could go either way.
yeah,
I really don't know. I'm not It's still
'Cause-
early in the season. I
yeah.
really don't know.
Because I was gonna pick the Eagles, but I was like, might be one of them games. It just might be one of them games.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
um Colts versus Rams. You chose the Colts. Can you see this?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. Colts versus Rams. You chose the Colts. I'm gonna roll with the Rams. Um, although I know the Colts have been playing really well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still not sold. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll with the Rams
I got
and just see.
you. Yeah.
Ravens versus Chiefs. You chose the Chiefs. I'm gonna pick the Ravens. Oh, I'm not being a homer. I'm really not.
hmm
Um, now what I have to say is I'm very disappointed in the Ravens defense. Um, I don't know if I know what it is, and I'm gonna point out what it is. It's the defensive line.
It's
It's
not
not the
me.
secondary. No, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than one player being out. It's the defensive line. Um, the front seven are not that good. Well, they haven't played well. I'll put it like that. I'm not gonna say they're
hmm
not good. They haven't played well, and that is putting a strain on a lot of things. Um, can they fix it? I am not sure. Will Lamar have to score 45 points for us to win games? That is possible. Um, The offense, I'm not worried about the offense at all. I think
Mm-hmm.
when um yes, they got bullied playing the Cleveland Browns and couldn't really run the ball. I don't know if they didn't really run the ball against Seattle, but I think that was more scheme fit. They were because they were playing catch up a lot.
You mean
So they
Detroit?
didn't. Oh yeah, I mean Detroit. So they didn't really run the ball a lot. They need to get back to running the ball more and trusting that they can run the ball. But I'm not worried about the offense at all. The offense, I think, is the only bright spot. So, although the Ravens have only beat the Chiefs one time in the last 6 times they played them, I'm still going to choose the Ravens because I think the Ravens are actually a better team. And
They
that's
they
what I'm
are.
just going to roll with. I'm just going to roll with that they're a better team. And
They
I'm
are.
just going to, and hopefully it clicks before they start firing people. But I'm going to roll with the Ravens. All right. Packers versus Cowboys. I don't even think this is, if the Cowboys win, I will be shocked. And
Very.
I mean, like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
mind blown. Like,
Yeah.
what
The
went
Packers are
totally wrong?
imploding.
Yeah.
Because if you lose to the
However,
Browns and then come back and turn around lose to the Cowboys, you're imploding. Something
but that
you got to reset.
but that speaks to how good the Browns defense is because the Browns have a really good defense.
Yeah,
Really good defense.
they just can't score to
Um
save their life.
no, no,
Yeah,
at all.
yeah,
Um but I don't think the Packers the Cowboys defense is not like the Browns defense, which is why I think the Packers will win.
yeah.
So,
They may
let me
score
tell
40.
you, they literally might. I'm gonna tell you the line so you can pick. Who do you think? Well, who do
We
you
know
think
who's
is the
favorite.
favorite?
Come on now,
They got Green Bay six
favorite
and a
by
half.
damn. I was about to say 2.5,
Nope, 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, they gonna
And
cover that. They
and
gonna
I
beat
think
them by a touchdown.
they playing in Dallas.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, they'll beat them by more than a touchdown.
Let me just say the Ravens are favored in the Kansas City game.
I'm sure y'all should win. That's what I was gonna say. Y'all should definitely win that game. I'm only picking the Chiefs because it's the NFL and anything can happen. But
Yeah.
just like I had a little gut feeling to pick the Lions, and I was like, the Ravens beat the brakes off the Lions the last time y'all played them. It was like 55-6 or something stupid. And I was
It
like,
was.
but it's like the Chiefs just got this miracle drug in Arrowhead against Lamar. It's just like,
Everybody. Yep.
and Lamar
Yeah.
just and he played and Lamar balls out every time he plays the Chiefs. It just be like other stuff be happening.
Yeah. The
Like Lamar
defense.
have 300 passing yards,
Mm-hmm.
5 touchdowns,
Mm-hmm.
no interceptions, and then they
Yeah.
get a fluky uh missed field goal or something and they
Yep.
win. Like it
That's
just be
that's
something
literally
stupid.
that's
But
literally
yeah.
how it goes. All
So
right. So
what you doing with the Packers? You
all
going?
right. So Packers 6.5. I think
I
they
say they
cover.
cover. Yeah, they
I
gonna
think they
cover
cover
that.
too. All right. The line is total is 47.5.
Oh yeah, Packers gonna score 35 by themselves
You think
against
so?
that defense. Yes,
I'm gonna say
The-
no.
man. All right, yeah, all right, cool. Go ahead, write it
Okay.
down before I make my
I'm
last
right.
point.
Go ahead, make the point.
The Chicago
I gotta
Bears
find
scored
my pen
35. The Chicago Bears scored
against
35
the
against the Cowboys.
all right. Okay. I made my point. I wrote it down. All right.
You think Caleb Williams is a better quarterback than Jordan Love?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
and
still
Caleb.
gonna roll with it. I'm gonna roll
I'm
with
just
it.
all right. Who the last game?
The last game, Bengals and Broncos.
No, Broncos gonna beat the
You
brakes
want
off the Bengals.
You want you want no spread?
Is it 4.5?
7.5.
Jesus, they don't believe
Mm-hmm.
in Jake Browning at all. Uh,
Mm-mm.
I think I don't think I don't think they're gonna beat them by more than a touchdown. I don't think no. If they beat them, it may be by
That's a
7.
lot.
Yeah, it may be by 6 or 7, but it won't be by more than that.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
The total is 44.5.
Damn, that's high.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
they're gonna.
agree.
Yeah, they're not gonna make that. They're not gonna make it there because the Broncos defense is good
44.5.
too.
Yeah, I think we just might be at a stalemate on that one because I don't think they're going.
Yeah, we'll
That's
just get the
what,
point.
20? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll just both get a point if Broncos win.
Yeah. All right. So that's our picks for week 4. Anything else you want to add about how the week has kind of panned out for
No, it was a lot of good games last week though. That Eagle Rams game was good. Went down to the wire. That we spoke about the Browns and Packers game that went down to the wire. It was a lot of good games on. That was a very entertaining week. Like whoa, like a lot of those moments. I thought
yeah.
that's pretty good for the NFL. They need those.
A lot of games came down to field goals,
Yeah,
or some type of special teams play.
yeah.
Um,
A lot of return
so
kicks. Yeah.
yep. So uh hopefully both our teams do well. Although,
Mm-hmm.
we picked against them. Hopefully they, at least go out there and put forth some freaking effort. I tell you.
Just
They're talking about firing the the Ravens defensive coordinator. Well, they're not talking about it. Fans are talking about it. I apologize.
fans.
I
Yeah.
told you. Fickle
Yeah.
fans. They
Yeah.
they want
Get a
to they
little.
want to get them out of here.
They get a little adversity. They want to cry.
Yeah. Oh, before we get into the WNBA, let me tell you, speaking of adversity. So
Mm-hmm.
today, Kyle Hamilton, the safety for the Ravens, they talked about, is it Zach Orr's fault? Blah blah blah. They asked him that, and his response was, "I think the fans of Baltimore are spoiled
Mm-hmm.
because we've been successful. They're rooting for this organization, and you know." Maybe they have some, he didn't say unrealistic, but it seemed like that's what he was leaning towards. Like, let us try to fix it
They have some
before
lofty
we,
expectations.
yeah,
Yes.
before we fire people and, ruin
Mm-hmm.
people's career. And
Yeah.
that's
Point
basically what he
fingers.
said.
Yeah.
I agree with him. I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, because I have been a fan for a very long time. And there were times we were not good.
Yeah.
We were not good at all. The defense tried and the offense couldn't do anything. We were not good. We were not a good team. We were, bottom, like top, picking in the top 15, top 10. We were not good.
Yeah.
There were times. Um, I think because we have a superstar quarterback, people's expectations have shifted,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they're still not realistic though.
Yeah.
Um, because it's hard to win in the NFL. It's hard to put together a balanced team in the NFL, especially when you're paying certain people. Although I'll say they have distributed the money pretty fairly between defense and offense. It's just you have like an anomaly playing quarterback, and
Mm-hmm.
then you have other pieces around him. Um, and then the defense, what I think they're soft. I don't know no other way to say it. I think the
Mhm.
defense is soft. I think there are no like dogs. There's nobody who is willing to do the thing that will cause a fine and piss off the other player, and there's
That's what
nobody
you want.
willing to
You
do
want
that.
personal foul penalties?
I do. I do.
Okay.
I want the type of player
You want
that
a
will
Jalen
stomp you
Ramsey?
on the chest. Yes, I want them to not care about what it looks like and just do the thing that needs to be done. And the defense
Mhm.
don't Kyle Hamilton's close, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, but that's what he said today. And
Yeah.
I agree with him. Um and in our last episode I talked about how fickle fans are and how they turn real quick
Yeah.
on the team and players and coaches and the whole organization
Yep.
um when they feel like that's why Russ is now benched because the fans
And he
they
also
don't want
played bad. It ain't the fans.
that.
He
That's
played
neither here nor
bad.
there.
Yeah, he played terrible.
Look, the Miami fans are still rolling with Tua, sort
Eh,
of,
Well,
kind of.
also the organization invested $50 million into him. He gonna play
Yeah,
whether they boo or not, unless
that's
he go
true.
out there and have another concussion.
Yeah,
The Giants don't owe Russ nothing.
that's true. Yeah, he is making like chump change in comparison. You're correct.
Right.
All right, all right. WNBA. So this is the current bracket. Um, when we did our picks, we put together our bracket. I told you this. This was like 2 weeks ago. We put together our bracket prior to the last set of games, so some of our teams are kind of skewed and missed around where they were, but for the most part, it's still balanced out. On your bracket, we're now in the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're in the best of 5 series, and the Lynx are playing the Mercury. You predicted the Lynx to play the Mercury. I picked the Lynx to play the uh Liberty, and they
Mm-hmm.
lost. So hey, whatever. Um, and now their series is 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Aces are playing the Fever. We Neither one of us chose the Fever. We thought the Dream would play the Aces, but clearly the Fever beat the Dream, um, which I think might have shocked a couple people. It shocked me because the Dream has been playing really well.
Yeah.
So the Aces and Fever series is also tied 1-1. Both teams will play tomorrow. So
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you can catch a game if you desire. They're both playing. I think the Lynx play first. I think they play at 6:30 and then the Aces play at 8:30, or it's swapped. But they both play tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's a best of 5, you got to get the 3 wins. So
Yeah.
the Aces dropped their first game and they actually lost by a lot. Like they lost by like 15 something points, but then they turned around and won by like 10 or something points. So I think they were taking them easy. I really do think they were like just out there like, okay,
Yeah.
we can, but I think they won't make that mistake again. I honestly think they won't lose another game to the Fever. Um, Now the Lynx, I don't know, Mike. They might
Uh-oh.
be in for a little battle
Okay.
with the Mercury.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I,
a little battle.
no,
Sometimes
no.
you
I mean,
sometimes you need a little battle.
I think you should be battle tested if you're
Yeah.
gonna,
Sometimes you
you
need a
know.
little battle. Yeah. You need
So,
that.
so the if well, we chose in our championship the Lynx versus the Aces. So
Mm-hmm.
we are a couple games away from knowing if we were correct. I don't know how it's gonna shape up. If I were a betting person, which I am, I think it'll shape up that way. But you just never know because
Yeah.
people get hurt, things happen. So
Yeah.
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 So so far we are. You got 3 teams still in it. I got 2. So
Nice.
yeah. And you had no clue what you were doing, and
Nope.
you picked picked better than me.
Yep.
Anyway,
I just know Nafisa.
yeah,
That's all I
yep,
know.
that's all you know, Nafisa.
Nafisa.
All right, yep.
Wait,
Anything else?
wait till
Huh?
old girl from USC get into the league. Wherever
Look,
she go,
when
that's my
she
favorite team.
look, I'm trying to
Juju.
tell you, Juju.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a Juju jersey.
Me too.
I don't I'm gonna root. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go to games.
me
I
too.
can't wait.
I
I
might
can't
throw a
wait.
dildo out there.
What is wrong with you? Something.
I'm gonna put Juju name on it. Yeah, it's for
I,
you.
for you, Juju. This
For
is for you.
you. This
Something
is
is
for you.
wrong. Something's wrong with you. Do you
Yeah,
know that they were throwing dildos at some of the NFL games?
I saw that.
What is?
Yeah. I don't know the obsession.
But you know what was funny? Remember we talked about this
We
like
did,
a
and we
month and a
said that.
half
What if
ago.
they do that?
Yes. And
Yeah,
then they started doing it. That is
yeah.
so weird.
You know how hard you got to throw that because people. I don't think people realize like how
How
far
far
the
back?
fans sit
Mm-hmm.
from the field because of like
Yeah.
all the equipment and the players
Mhm.
and just to give space just in case somebody do run on the field, so you ain't
Yeah.
just with the players. Like you know how far you can wait for it to actually hit the field.
Yes.
Yeah,
They gotta be chucking that mug. Like that's
yeah,
like throwing a football.
yeah, yeah. And it don't weigh as much as a football, so you know you got to be hurling that. Like that's insane. It's insane. So yeah.
Who was you about to say hurling that way?
I have no
Something,
clue.
something's wrong with you.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
but the dildo man is still alive. He's just
they
at the
out there.
NFL games now. Yeah,
Yeah,
this Lord. Anyway,
yeah.
anything else you want to add before
Nah,
we?
man, that's it. I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Make sure that y'all like, follow, subscribe, and always hit that notification bell. So anytime we post, you know when we post it.
That's right. All right, we'll catch y'all next time.
So this has been another episode of Professional Couch Coaches. Please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe and hit that notification bell one time. And as always, peace.